So there are some founding principles of transcontinental as well, which are important to me. One, as a racer, as somebody who has competed in these events and done pretty well. Somebody in my position wants to be able to find the best people to race against. It's a hollow experience to go and win by a day when your competition isn't necessarily that well prepared or that experienced, and they don't have that chance. So you want to meet the people in the environment, in the community, in the scene, in the world, who are going to be the best places to challenge you. Because if you feel that you've got up there and you can be that person, then you want to go head to head with the people who matter. So that side of it is important, and I wanted this to be a race where everyone can get there, and everyone wants to get there as well. So you have those fast people who want to be there because that's the race to win. So the race has to be credible in that sense. It wants to draw the fastest racers and be the best race to win. And a certain amount of that comes from the prestige, comes from the presentation of the race, and also the credibility and the belief in the result up front. So you want the good guys wanting to be there, believing that it's the race to be at, and the audience to believe that it's a race that is has a good reputation as well. So that's one of the founding principles, is a good hard race with all good guys there. The second is that there are races a little bit like that where the best in the world will show up. They're very difficult to get to. So you end up with a race where, yes, you can argue that the best in the world are there, but it's the best in the world who are able to get there. It's not as accessible. So you might say that, well, there's some guy or some girl who would be there had they the resources to get there, but they can't. And if they did, then they would be able to beat everybody else, and they'd be the best in the world. So you need to throw that net out wide, and you need to be able to, anyone who wants to come and compete, be able to compete, because they might be the challengers, and you want to enable them to get there. So for me, accessibility is a big part of the transcontinental, the whole style, and I really love the fact that the race has been won for 4 years on a metal bike. We've had competitors who've done really well, who don't have an awful lot of sponsorship, who don't have big resources. It's not a battle of resources. We are not going to the nth degree where you put in more money and you get an inverse square of benefit from that. We're not after marginal gains from huge budgets. We are after very good people coming here because they're good and not because they're well equipped or they have a huge budget. So that for me is very important. That's why we set the race entry fee as low as we reasonably and possibly can, while making the whole thing work. It's why there is not a mandate for big crews, resources, and facilities along the way. So literally you can do it on the bike you have. People do spend a lot of money on it. Many people will buy a new bike for it, which good on them. It's they want a nice bike to do it on. They've got the money, fine. But you can also do that on, and it has been done on, a 500 quid bike or a Decathlon supermarket style bike. It was done a couple of years ago, and that's what we want people to be able to do. It's about picking up a bike and going, and not going, well, I can't go because I haven't got this, or I haven't bought that, or I don't have these people to give me this money, or I don't have 20 grand to drop on a support crew. The barriers, bringing down the barriers of getting there. And that's its other big founding principle, so that we can have this race that everybody wants to be at, everybody wants to win, and they can be at it, and they can win.